Welcome back here to the Columbia Cougars Coaches Show on Mediacom Channel 22 as we are courtside. This is your second office here, Bob. You probably spend more time here than in your actual office, or maybe 50-50 depending on, obviously during the season, more time right here on the sideline on the Cougar bench.
Well, this is a great place to work. You know, I've always, my whole life, had the opportunity to stay in a gym. And I think there's a lot of great things that happen in gymnasiums and arenas, and it's a very comfortable place to be, and it's not a bad work environment.
That's right. And again, a beautiful facility with the Southwell complex, and again, right off back down that tunnel, the connection that we will show you coming up with the new fitness center, the Kepke Fitness Center. The last two games for you here, kind of bookends as far as the emotion, very close ball games in the heat of the battle. Park, a team that you had lost to at their place earlier in the conference season, they come in here. Two big scrapping defensive teams that really can limit the other team. Their swarming defense is just like a tornado. It's unbelievable.
Park puts a ton of pressure on you, Cosmo, and it was like a tornado. I mean, just a frenzied atmosphere for 40 minutes. It was when we played there as well. They don't let you move the ball around very much. They are always trapping you. They're always trying to make you play faster than you really want to play. Get out of system would be maybe a volleyball term, but they try to get you out of system as quick as they can. And we were very fortunate to come out on top of that game. They're the leaders in our league right now, and I think they're very athletic, a national team, and I think they will perform very well at the national level.
Yeah, and it came down again to the end. You guys had some big shots at the end, and they still had a final look at it down the far end, and it kind of reminded me a little bit of the finish a couple of seasons back with Williams Baptist here in the team that ended up going to the tournament, where they had a look at the buzzer that just fell short. And they had a look from the corner down there, missed the three, and you had the big celebratory fist pump and a big home win.
It was a big home win for us, and it was big because of the conference, you know, the conference play and where standings and where we're trying to get. But just to win a game like that, you know, where it was going to come down to last possession like that. So you know, a lot of high blood pressure, a lot of fast heart rates, a lot of shaking the chair and stomping the feet, and as you said, fist pumps, and that was a happy day for us.
Happy day, and then unfortunately last night with the McKendree battle, the game was several games within itself, it seemed like, from the whole night. Another one of those, obviously the rivalry of McKendree, and a lot's been made of in print, in the paper, and TV, and on this show over the last season with all the different schools with their final trips to McKendree, with them moving up to the NCAA Division II. But this was the final regular season home game here on the road for them here at Southwell Complex. Who knows what the tournament brings, but take us through a little bit of what was the other night against McKendree.
Well, McKendree's a great basketball team. As you've mentioned, it seems like every game we have with them comes down to the last possessions. Eric Hobby is a NAIA first-team All-American candidate, two-time, I believe, and I thought he put on a show last night in the game and was a kind of a difference maker for them. We had an opportunity right in the last 23 seconds. We're up 2. And this time, down on that end of the court, it didn't go, no fist pumps.
Right.
No fist bumps. The same shaking of the chair and shame, but no fist bumps at the end. And, you know, to be honest with you, we refer to those as coin toss games. And we try to avoid as many coin toss games as possible. Typically, when you're playing this time of year with really good opponents, you're going to come into last possession type games or last couple possession type games. The Saturday previously, the Park game, that coin came up heads for us, and then last night it was tails with the McKendree game.
And what do you take away? There were several things at the end. Obviously, free throws was probably one of the biggest things that jumps off the page at you. But what do you take away? How do the guys, where do you go from there with the staff as far as you're off until a Hannibal game, a few days, not a weekend game? How much do you take directly from that as far as shaping the next couple of days of practice to head towards the future?
Well, I guess we'll shoot some free throws, that's for sure. I think the other thing, though, Cosmo, is, and it sounds like a cliche, but really in the world of athletics, we're just trying to get to our highest level. And so it's another day of practice. It's another day to get better. We take some things that we really didn't like about the game, but we're just trying to become as good a basketball player individually as we can, collectively as a team, as good as we can get, and then see where that carries us. So it's just back to work. And to be honest with you, we try to approach every day and every game just like that. We try not to have as many, highs and lows as, which is really a challenge.
Right.
Really a challenge.
Sure.
But all we want to do is get better, and we're going to get back in the practice court and work to get better.
The Cougars again in the second half of the conference play, playing every team in the conference twice, and then you find out where the seedings are, where this thing falls out, and who gets home court advantages and where you play, and we'll preview more and talk more about what's coming ahead for the final stretch run here, the last month or so of basketball for the Columbia College Cougars as they make to look another run here in the AMC tournament. We'll come back after this. It's the Columbia Cougars Coaches Show on Mediacom Channel 22.